Lesson 4. Activity 3. Read, insert, and listen. Read the following talk on Badui people. Complete the talk with the expressions in the box. Then listen to the recording to check your answers. 1.
Hi friends, I'd like to tell you about the Badui, an interesting isolated tribe in Indonesia. There are so many interesting things to tell about them, I simply don't know where to begin. But for starters, let me tell you about their place of living, their taboos, and their livelihood.
2.
First, I'd like to talk about their place of living. The Badui are a tribe of only about 5,000 to 8,000 people who live in an area of 50 square kilometers. I was kind of surprised to find out that this beautiful place is just about 120 kilometers from the megacity of Jakarta. I bet most of you didn't know it was this close to our city either, right? It's also about 38 kilometers from Rangkas Bitung, West Java. The Badui literally live in the shadow of Mount Kendang in a group of villages called Kanakas. Most of the villages are in an outer zone, which acts like a sort of buffer area. Non-Indonesians can visit these villages, but not the 3 in the inner zone. And they can only stay for a few nights. The interesting thing about these people is that those who live in the inner zone have to follow the Badui traditions much more strictly than those living in the outer area. I was totally amazed how the tribe keeps their inner and outer people apart. It's their clothing that is different in color. The inner zone people, about 800 of them or about 40 families, dress in white. The outer zone villagers wear black clothes. Unique, isn't it? The Badui live in huts. The huts are built on wooden stilts which are placed on rocks or dug into the ground. The floor is made of layers of thick bamboo shoots. For the roof, they use tiers of sugar palm leaves. I don't know if I would like to live in this kind of place, would you?
3.
Next, I want to talk about their taboos and rules. You know, the funny thing about the Badui is that even though they live so close to Jakarta, they live in almost complete seclusion. You could sense this seclusion in their rules and taboos. If you ask me, it's quite a long list of tough taboos that they have. For instance, they're not allowed to use soap, wear shoes or ride vehicles. So you'll never be bothered by the noise of buses and motorbikes there. Also, are you ready for this? Absolutely no school education. They think that working on the fields is already an education. Cool, isn't it? I wish we also had this kind of education. Next, no glass, no alcohol, and no nails. And forget about listening to the radio or watching TV. They take away this stuff from those who may secretly have them, because they're considered pollution from the modern world. I kept wondering about their tough taboos, until I found out that they were meant to protect the earth. The Badui believe that they are the first people on earth, so they have to follow a strict set of rules to prevent disasters from striking. Sounds primitive, but good for the environment, right? I'd say it wouldn't be a bad thing for us to follow their example. What do you say, guys?
4.
The last thing I want to talk about is their way of making a living. Most of the Badui are farmers. They plant huma rice, padi huma or padi ladang, and other plants. As I said before, farming is like schooling for their children. Besides farming, they make handicrafts like koja bags and woven products. I could clearly hear the gentle sound of the weaving looms at night. Some of the outer Badui sometimes go out to cities like Bandung and Jakarta to sell their handicrafts, brown sugar, and honey. But not many of the people are merchants.
5.
Okay guys, you'd probably want to know more about them. Do you have any questions?